to explain the universe? Well, I mean, human nature is a really endlessly fascinating thing, isn't it? And that drive to know everything. It's huge. It's really huge. See, it's starting with little children. Starting at age 3, why this, mommy? Why this? Why? So that sense, that appetite, I think, is what was behind that question. We look to science, we look wherever we can see it. Tell us something more. Tell us about what it is to be here on this planet and to have a life. And especially when so much is so screwed up, then that question becomes even more pressing. But I suspect it was always thus. It was always thus. So if you look back to myth making, so when do we plant the corn, and look at what the moon is to try to make something, make sense out of it. We need to make sense of it because we cannot tolerate the possibility that it is random and absurd. It may be random and absurd. I think we can't bear that. If there's anything that really is a soul, it probably is the abhorrence against that very thought. So whatever we do in our daily lives, whatever you do in terms of your practice as a human being, to be kind to insects, or to be kind to other humans, or to practice a religion, or any of those kinds of things, I think that they're driven out of that condition and combined with their appetite, right? Those two things are at work. And you're trying to save your soul. And art is one way to do that. Out of all of the art forms, poetry is the one that uses all parts of your brain. Music uses, mainly a set of things that allow for a greater sort of immediate emotional expression, direct expression. Poetry has that because poetry has music, but poetry also is in language. And so it's using other parts of the brain. We were talking about that this morning too, about the modular notion of how the brain is functioning. So that, and there are moments in other disciplines too when that happens. And then those other disciplines refer to it as poetry. The other disciplines refer to it when that happens. When Watson stares into the fireplace and sees the double helix or whatever. Pure poetry, they say. Because that is that moment in which the power of the imagination and everything that can be analyzed and known empirically, all of that is coming together in a single little moment of insight. I think, for a life of poetry, reading it or writing it, you're looking for moment after moment after moment after moment after moment of insight. But that's what you're after, because most of the rest of our lives we spend numb, right? You drive to the grocery store, you buy the groceries, you come home, you make the dinner, you do whatever, you watch the football game. I mean, that's most of our lives are that, because we would go screaming mad if we tried to examine every single moment. But what we have a great hunger for, I believe, are those moments of insight. And we can get many of them in poetry, either by making it or by reading it or by both. We can also get them other places. But as far as, unified theory of the universe, I don't think that that's going to be discovered at all, much less my lifetime. I mean, we'll blow the planet up before we come to that, I think.